What if I told you that saving $100,000 isn't about luck, a huge paycheck, or being born with a silver spoon? It's all about mastering a few powerful habits that can put you ahead of 90% of people. The rich don't have any secret tricks, they just know how to make their money work for them. So, what are these habits? Well, let's dive into the 10 secret money moves that can help you build wealth faster than you think, and most of them are probably simpler than you imagine. Ready to start making your money work smarter, not harder? Let's go! Saving $100,000 isn't about luck or a huge salary, it's about consistent habits and smart financial decisions. A lot of people think saving $100,000 is something only high earners or lucky investors can do. But the truth is far less glamorous and way more achievable. It all comes down to habits and smart financial choices. It doesn't matter if someone makes a six-figure salary or earns just enough to get by, what really matters is how they manage their money. Those who follow a plan, cut unnecessary expenses, and make their money work for them will eventually hit that goal. The best part? Anyone can do it with patience, discipline, and the right strategy. The smartest way to start is by making saving automatic. Ever heard of pay yourself first? It means setting aside a fixed amount for savings or investments before paying bills or spending on leisure. Instead of saving whatever's left at the end of the month, this flips the script, making financial growth the priority. Think of it like going to the gym. Tough at first, but once it becomes a habit, it's second nature. And if that savings amount increases over time? Even better. Small, consistent actions compound into massive results. Another game changer is boosting income, not by working harder, but by working smarter. Negotiating a raise, finding better job opportunities, starting a side hustle, or investing in high-value skills can all make a huge difference. At the same time, cutting wasteful spending is crucial. Unused subscriptions, high-interest debt, and impulse purchases silently drain wealth. Those who manage their finances like a CEO don't just save $100,000, they turn money into a tool for long-term success. And speaking of financial control, imagine setting aside just 1 hour a month to check in on progress. That simple habit could change everything. Monthly money check-ins. Spend 60 minutes reviewing finances, tracking progress, and setting goals to stay on course. Money doesn't manage itself, and ignoring finances is like driving without a GPS. You might end up somewhere, but probably not where you want to be. That's why a monthly money check-in is a game changer. Setting aside just 60 minutes each month to review finances, track progress, and adjust goals keeps everything on track. It's a chance to see what's working, what's not, and where money might be slipping through the cracks. Most people avoid this because they think it's complicated or boring, but in reality, it's the easiest way to stay in control and build wealth faster. The process is simple. Start by reviewing income and expenses. Are there any unnecessary charges? Did spending align with priorities? If not, it's time to make some adjustments. Next, check savings and investments. Are they growing as planned? If not, maybe contributions need a boost. This habit prevents money from disappearing without a trace and makes sure financial goals don't get lost in the chaos of everyday life. Think of it like a business financial review, except the business is your life, and the goal is financial freedom. Another key part of this check-in is setting or adjusting short-term and long-term goals. Maybe the focus is paying off debt, saving for a house, or investing more aggressively. Whatever the case, a monthly review helps track progress and tweak strategies if needed. It's also the perfect time to celebrate wins, no matter how small. Paid off a credit card? Increased savings by 5%? Those victories add up. Keeping momentum high makes it easier to stay committed. To make things even easier, use tools like budgeting apps or spreadsheets. Apps like YNAB, Mint, or Personal Capital can track everything automatically, making the check-in process quick and painless. But for those who prefer a manual approach, a simple Google Sheet with income, expenses, and net worth updates works just as well. The key is consistency. Skipping these sessions is like skipping workouts, progress stalls, and bad habits creep in. Once this becomes routine, financial clarity skyrockets. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or unsure, there's a clear plan. And when money is managed with intention, big goals, like paying off debt or saving $100,000, become way more achievable. Speaking of which, one of the fastest ways to free up extra money is tackling high-interest debt head-on. Pay off high-interest debt quickly. Use a debt payoff plan to free up money for investments and savings. Debt is like a financial anchor. Until it's gone, it keeps pulling you down, making it harder to move forward. And not all debt is created equal. High-interest debt, like credit cards and payday loans, is the worst kind because it eats away at wealth with insane interest rates. Paying the minimum balance. That's a trap designed to keep people in debt forever. The faster high-interest debt is eliminated, the sooner that money can be redirected into savings and investments where it actually works for you instead of against you. There are two battle-tested strategies to tackle debt: the debt avalanche and the debt snowball. The avalanche method focuses on paying off the highest interest debt first, which minimizes the total interest paid. The snowball method, on the other hand, starts with the smallest balance to build momentum and motivation. Both work, but the best strategy is the one that keeps you consistent. No matter which method is chosen, the key is to make aggressive extra payments. Just paying the minimum won't cut it. Cutting expenses can speed up the process dramatically. Unused subscriptions, dining out, and impulse purchases can add up to hundreds of dollars a month, money that could go straight to debt payments. Another smart move: negotiating lower interest rates. Many credit card companies are willing to reduce rates if asked, especially for long-time customers with a solid payment history. A quick phone call could save thousands in interest over time. And if that's not an option, refinancing or consolidating debt can also lower costs. Increasing income is another powerful way to get out of debt faster. A temporary side hustle, selling unused items, or picking up freelance work can bring in extra money that goes straight toward payments. Every extra dollar thrown at debt today means less interest paid tomorrow. And once that debt is gone, that same money can start working toward investments that actually build wealth instead of draining it. It's not just about getting rid of debt, it's about reclaiming financial freedom. And speaking of financial freedom, imagine what's possible once you stop losing money to interest and start looking for ways to make more. Always look for more money, CEO approach, cut unnecessary expenses, earn more, and optimize spending for maximum wealth building. The wealthiest people don't just save money, they actively look for ways to make more. That's the CEO mindset. Instead of thinking, how can I cut back? They ask, how can I increase my income? This shift in perspective is powerful because there's only so much a person can cut from their budget, but there's no limit to how much they can earn. And the best part, combining income growth with smart spending habits leads to massive financial acceleration. Wealth isn't just about being frugal, it's about making strategic moves that maximize money. One of the easiest ways to free up extra money is by eliminating unnecessary expenses. Think of it as running a business. If a company has expenses that don't generate value, they cut them. The same principle applies to personal finance. Reviewing monthly bills, canceling unused subscriptions, negotiating lower rates on insurance or phone plans, these simple tweaks can add up to thousands of extra dollars per year. It's not about extreme frugality. It's about making sure every dollar spent actually improves life in some way. But cutting costs alone won't make anyone rich. The real magic happens when earnings go up. The best investment a person can make is in themselves, learning new skills, getting certifications, or networking to land higher-paying opportunities. For example, someone making $50,000 a year who negotiates a 10% raise is now earning an extra $5,000 annually. Multiply that over a decade, and it's a game changer. On top of that, side hustles, freelancing, or passive income streams can boost earnings even further. There's more opportunity than ever to make money online, whether through consulting, selling digital products, or creating content. Once money starts flowing in, optimizing how it's used is crucial. Instead of lifestyle inflation, spending more just because income increases, extra money should be directed toward investments, debt payoff, or savings. The wealthy don't just make more, they use their money strategically. They automate investments, build passive income, and put their dollars to work. Every financial decision should be intentional, supporting long-term wealth instead of just short-term gratification. Mastering this CEO mindset means never settling for just enough. There's always a way to earn more, invest smarter, and build financial independence. And once spending is optimized, the next step is making sure money is being used consciously, because how you spend is just as important as how much you make. Follow a conscious spending plan. Prioritize spending on what truly matters while cutting wasteful expenses. A conscious spending plan is all about being intentional with how you spend your money. It's easy to get caught up in the daily rush of life and start spending without thinking, swiping cards, subscribing to services, and buying things just because they are on sale. But wealth isn't built by indulging in every impulse. It's created by making thoughtful decisions about where to allocate funds. A conscious spending plan helps distinguish between needs and wants, allowing money to flow toward the things that truly add value to life. Start by identifying your core values and priorities. For some, that might mean spending more on health and fitness, while for others, it could be traveling or investing in experiences. What matters to you most? Once those values are clear, it's easier to decide where money should go. A great exercise is to track all your expenses for a month and categorize them. How much is spent on necessities, entertainment, dining out, etc. You may be surprised to find that a significant chunk of your budget goes to things that don't align with your long-term goals. Next, begin cutting out the waste. The beauty of a conscious spending plan is that it doesn't require extreme sacrifices. It's about reallocating money where it has the most impact. Do you really need that expensive gym membership you rarely use? Could you cancel streaming services or subscriptions that you've forgotten about? These small changes won't hurt your lifestyle but will free up a surprising amount of cash to focus on your bigger goals, whether that's saving, investing, or building your emergency fund. One of the most powerful tools for conscious spending is the 50 or 30 or 20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to needs, housing, food, etc., 30% to wants, leisure, entertainment, etc., and 20% to savings and investments. This framework helps you keep spending balanced and ensures that you're consistently building wealth while still enjoying life. The best part is that this approach is scalable. It works whether you're earning $2,000 a month or $20,000. Finally, the key to sticking with a conscious spending plan is creating a system that works for you. Automate savings and investments so that it's effortless, and review your expenses monthly to make sure nothing has slipped through the cracks. Building wealth isn't about being perfect with every penny. It's about having a clear, actionable plan and sticking to it over time. Once this plan is in place, the next step is thinking long-term about how your money is growing. Think long-term with money. Wealth building takes time, just like getting fit or learning a new skill. Building wealth isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. The mistake many people make is expecting instant results or trying to find shortcuts. But real wealth is built over time through consistency and patience. Just like getting fit or mastering a new skill, accumulating money requires steady effort. It's not about quick wins or fast gains. It's about making smart financial decisions day after day, month after month, and watching your wealth grow incrementally. The key is embracing the process, even when progress feels slow or invisible. One powerful way to think long-term is to embrace the concept of compound interest. This is the magic of reinvesting earnings, so they generate more earnings. If you start investing early, even small amounts, those investments can grow exponentially over time. For example, investing $100 per month at an average annual return of 7% will result in over $100,000 after 30 years. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to compound and work for you. Starting today is the best financial decision you can make. It's the long-term payoff that's worth waiting for. When you think long-term, you also think about future goals and the kind of lifestyle you want to live. Are you saving for a retirement fund that allows you to travel the world? Or building up enough wealth to quit your job and start a business? When money is viewed as a tool for achieving those big picture goals, it becomes easier to stay motivated. The road may feel long at times, but each small step brings you closer to the future you envision. The key is being disciplined about making those steps, whether it's saving more, investing regularly, or cutting unnecessary costs. Another aspect of long-term thinking is delayed gratification, the ability to put off immediate pleasures for greater rewards later. It's tempting to indulge in a new gadget or go on an extravagant vacation, but those short-term pleasures can be a drain on long-term financial success. Instead, consider redirecting that money into investments or savings. The reward of seeing your wealth grow over time far outweighs the temporary pleasure of a new purchase. Think of it as a trade. The future you is always grateful for the smart decisions your present self makes. And when the wealth-building process seems tough or slow, remember that every wealthy person started exactly where you are today. No one becomes rich overnight, but with time, discipline, and consistency, those small, steady actions compound into significant wealth. Building wealth is a journey, but it's a journey worth taking, especially when you can see the payoff of your effort down the road. And the next step is to create a financial safety net that ensures your journey is protected against any unexpected bumps. Build a financial moat. A 3 to 6 month emergency fund protects against unexpected expenses and setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and financial setbacks are inevitable. Whether it's a medical emergency, A car breakdown, or an unexpected job loss, these events can throw off even the most carefully planned finances. This is where a financial moat comes in, a buffer between you and the unexpected. A 3 to 6 month emergency fund can make all the difference, offering peace of mind and the ability to handle financial storms without derailing your wealth-building goals. Think of it as your safety net, allowing you to take calculated risks and make big moves in your financial life without the fear of crashing if something goes wrong. The goal is to set aside enough cash to cover essential living expenses, housing, food, transportation, utilities, and debt payments for 3 to 6 months. The amount will vary depending on your lifestyle, family situation, and monthly costs. If you're single and living frugally, 3 months' worth of expenses might be enough. But if you have dependents or rely on a single income, 6 months provides a greater cushion. Having this money stashed away ensures that unexpected costs don't throw you into debt or force you to pull from your investments prematurely. Building a financial moat takes discipline and time, but the benefits are immense. Start small by setting aside a fixed percentage of your income each month, maybe 10% or 15%. Even if it feels slow at first, the key is consistency. Put this money into a separate, easily accessible savings account that is only used for emergencies. It's not meant to be invested or touched for anything other than true emergencies. The peace of mind you'll gain knowing that you have this cushion in place is priceless. The importance of an emergency fund becomes clear when life throws curveballs. Without it, you might be forced to rely on high-interest credit cards or loans, which can quickly put you deeper into debt. An emergency fund allows you to handle these situations without panic or financial strain. It's not about worrying over every small expense. It's about having a robust financial backup when something big comes up. Having this fund frees up mental space and ensures that you can stay on track with your larger financial goals, like investing or saving for big-ticket items. Once the emergency fund is in place, it's time to think about using the money you save wisely. While the financial moat gives security, the next step is to build long-term wealth by using your money to grow your assets. It's time to shift focus from saving to investing. But first, let's talk about automation, because your financial life should run smoothly without you having to manage every little detail. Delete banking apps and stop micromanaging. Automate savings and investments instead of obsessively checking balances. In today's digital world, it's easy to get caught up in checking balances, tracking every dollar, and micromanaging every aspect of your financial life. While being aware of your finances is important, obsessing over them can be counterproductive and exhausting. One of the best ways to free yourself from financial stress and focus on building wealth is to automate your savings and investments. By setting up systems that work on autopilot, you can stop checking your bank accounts daily and start trusting that your money is working for you without constant oversight. Automation is about creating a hands-off approach to your finances. For example, instead of manually transferring money into your savings or investment accounts, set up automatic monthly transfers. This way, the money is moved before you even have a chance to spend it. If you're investing, many platforms allow you to set up automatic contributions to low-cost index funds or retirement accounts. This ensures consistent growth without the temptation to time the market or second-guess decisions. The beauty of automation is that it removes the emotional side of money management. There's no guessing or worrying. Another advantage of automating your finances is the power of consistency. It's easy to make excuses for not saving or investing when you have to manually move money around or when life gets in the way. But when it's set on autopilot, you're making progress without having to think about it. You've already made the decision to save or invest, so you're not as likely to backtrack or spend the money impulsively. Over time, this consistency builds momentum and helps you accumulate wealth faster than you would with an inconsistent, hands-on approach. There's also a significant psychological benefit to automating your finances. You can stop obsessing over every transaction. By deleting banking apps or turning off alerts, you free yourself from the constant cycle of checking and rechecking. Many people find that constantly checking their balances makes them feel stressed or anxious, but automation removes that worry. It allows you to focus on other important aspects of life, knowing that your financial foundation is being built without constant intervention. It's like setting up a healthy lifestyle and letting it run without micromanaging every calorie or step. As you embrace automation, it's also important to remember that it doesn't mean you should never check your finances. Periodic check-ins, like monthly or quarterly reviews, are still necessary to ensure everything is on track. But instead of obsessing daily, these moments of reflection allow you to adjust your strategy or reassess goals. With the money already being automatically allocated to savings and investments, you'll be free to focus on making more money or taking steps toward bigger financial goals, such as growing your wealth for the long term. Invest wisely in low-cost index funds, avoid market timing and stock picking. Consistent investing wins long term. When it comes to building wealth over time, investing is key. But investing wisely is even more important. The market is full of temptations. There are always flashy stocks, hot tips, and promises of quick returns. However, chasing after short-term gains or trying to time the market is not the way to build long-term wealth. In fact, it often leads to more stress and losses. The most effective way to invest for the long haul is by focusing on low-cost index funds, which allow you to invest in the overall market rather than picking individual stocks. Low-cost index funds are a fantastic option because they provide broad exposure to the market without requiring you to do much research or active management. Rather than trying to guess which stock will perform best, you're investing in a diverse mix of companies, often the entire stock market or specific sector. By doing this, you reduce the risk of putting all your eggs in one basket and ensure that your investments are not overly exposed to the performance of any single company. The broader your exposure, the less likely you are to be negatively impacted by a market dip or poor-performing stock. Consistency is the key to making index fund investing work. Instead of trying to time the market or make predictions, focus on investing regularly and consistently. Whether it's monthly, quarterly, or even annually, put money into your index funds without worrying about the ups and downs of the market. This strategy is called dollar-cost averaging. By investing a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, you automatically buy more shares when prices are lower and fewer when prices are higher. Over time, this smooths out the volatility and helps you avoid making emotional decisions that could harm your long-term returns. Another benefit of index fund investing is the low fees. Many actively managed funds charge high fees for their services, eating into your returns over time. But with index funds, the fees are significantly lower because they are passively managed. This means you get to keep more of your money working for you. Over decades of investing, these small fee savings can add up to tens of thousands of dollars. So, while the upfront decision might feel like a small one, the compounding effect of lower fees will greatly benefit your bottom line in the long run. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience and discipline are essential. If you try to time the market or chase hot stock tips, you're more likely to end up frustrated or even in the red. But by investing consistently in low-cost index funds, you're setting yourself up for steady, long-term growth. Now that you're on the path to making smart investment decisions, it's time to start thinking about how you can surround yourself with like-minded people who can help reinforce your financial habits and accelerate your wealth-building journey. Surround yourself with financially savvy people. Normalizing investing and smart money habits makes it easier to grow wealth. One of the most powerful factors in building wealth is the company you keep. If you're surrounded by people who have strong financial habits, those habits become normalized in your own life. When you hang out with people who prioritize smart money moves, whether it's investing, saving, or budgeting, you begin to see these actions as the norm. This influence can make it easier for you to adopt similar habits and feel more comfortable making financial decisions. The people you interact with have a direct impact on your mindset and behaviors, so it's crucial to cultivate a circle that supports your goals. Being around financially savvy individuals doesn't just help with the technical aspects of managing money, it also boosts your mindset. Wealth building is as much about belief as it is about strategy. If your friends or colleagues constantly talk about wealth building, investments, and opportunities, you're more likely to start thinking that way too. It's not about copying others, but about creating a new mindset where wealth is attainable and money management is a daily part of life. These conversations can also open up opportunities you might not have considered, from investing strategies to ways to make extra money online. Networking with like-minded people in the finance space also gives you access to better information and resources. The more you learn from those who are already financially successful, the faster you can implement their strategies. Whether it's attending seminars, joining online communities, or reading financial blogs, these resources can introduce you to new investment opportunities, savings methods, or tools that will help you optimize your money management. Financially savvy people tend to have a wealth of knowledge they are happy to share, and this access can fast-track your own financial growth. It's also important to actively seek out mentors who can guide you. A mentor who has experience with building wealth can provide invaluable insights into your financial journey. They can help you avoid common mistakes, stay motivated, and even introduce you to new ways to make money that you might not have thought of. For example, a mentor could show you how to analyze real estate investments or guide you in starting an online business. Surrounding yourself with mentors who are ahead of you on the financial path can accelerate your success and keep you on track when challenges arise. Lastly, remember that building a strong network of financially savvy individuals isn't about competition, it's about collaboration. Sharing knowledge, resources, and experiences with others can lead to mutual growth. It's not about comparing how much you have or how fast you're moving, but about creating a collective environment where everyone can prosper. As you progress on your wealth-building journey, having people to cheer you on, give advice, and hold you accountable can make a huge difference. And once you've surrounded yourself with the right people, it's time to assess your progress and set new goals for the future. That's where your annual financial review comes into play. Do an annual financial review, assess your progress, refine goals, and proactively plan for the next year. As the year winds down, it's easy to focus on the holidays, but taking the time to do a comprehensive annual financial review can set you up for success in the year to come. This process isn't just about looking back at the numbers, it's about understanding what worked, what didn't, and how you can refine your approach moving forward. A yearly review gives you a clear snapshot of your financial health and helps you adjust your strategies to ensure you're still on track to reach your long-term goals. After all, wealth building is a long-term game, and taking stock of your progress is the best way to ensure that you stay on course. During your review, start by evaluating your savings and investment progress. Look at how much you've saved, how much your investments have grown, and whether you've stuck to your automated savings plans. If you've made consistent contributions to your emergency fund, retirement account, or other investment vehicles, take a moment to celebrate your success. If not, it's time to reassess your goals and make sure you're taking the necessary steps to ensure that future growth happens. Remember, the goal is steady progress, not perfection. Even small steps in the right direction will pay off over time. Next, take a look at your debts and liabilities. Have you been able to reduce your credit card balances or pay down student loans? Are there areas where you can further optimize your spending to free up more cash for saving and investing? This annual check-in allows you to spot any high-interest debt that needs attention and create a strategy to tackle it efficiently. Paying down debt not only improves your financial situation, but it also frees up cash that can be redirected into your investments or emergency fund. Think of this as clearing obstacles that stand in the way of your wealth-building journey. This is also a great time to refine your goals. When you started the year, your financial priorities may have looked different. Perhaps you wanted to focus on saving for a house or building your retirement fund, but now your circumstances have changed, or you've learned more about personal finance. Your goals should evolve along with your financial understanding and life circumstances. This review process gives you the opportunity to set new, realistic goals or make adjustments to existing ones. Whether it's increasing your savings rate, investing in a new asset class, or making a larger charitable contribution, this review is a chance to reset your financial compass. Finally, an annual review is about setting a game plan for the next year. Once you've assessed where you stand, it's time to think ahead. What are your financial goals for the upcoming year? How can you continue building momentum and take things to the next level? By setting clear, actionable objectives for the next year, you can stay focused and motivated throughout the year. Whether it's continuing to automate savings, ramping up your investing game, or looking for new income streams, planning ahead ensures that you're always moving forward and never stagnating. This mindset shift helps you stay proactive, not reactive, in your financial journey. Now that you know the secret habits the rich use to build wealth faster, it's time to take action. Are you ready to start implementing these strategies and making smarter financial choices? Remember, consistency is key, and the more you practice these habits, the closer you'll get to your financial goals. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Share your thoughts or let me know which habit you're going to focus on first. And just to be clear, our goal here at this channel is to provide financial education. We're not giving stock tips or telling you when to buy or sell in the market. We're here to teach you how to make money smarter and faster. So, keep learning, keep growing, and let's build that wealth together.